Welcome in. Welcome. It is another episode. It's episode 5. I'm going to have to change it here in just a second, but welcome in. I'm your host, HavoK Nades. Welcome to the HavoK ESports podcast. This is season 2. We do appreciate all the good things we've heard about the podcast, a lot of people wanting to get involved with it, so on and so forth. So we do appreciate the extended love on it. Today's going to be about an hour and 15-minute long podcast. We got a lot to talk about. There's some topics outside of esports that we're also going to be talking about. So this should be a good one. There's some topics that we do have to go over, address with the org as well. So let's go ahead and hop on into things. Alright, let me switch screens real quick. Podcast. Alrighty, and we are live. Welcome in. Like I said, this is going to be episode 5, so let me go ahead and change that in the title. Welcome. Above me is HavoK Prophecy, as always, as well as HavoK Shark over to my left on your screen. As well as our guest for the day is going to be Lucifer. He's coming back from last week's podcast. So guys, if you do want to join us on a podcast, please do let us know. If we reach out to you, please be, available for that time. However, welcome in everyone. Everyone have a good week. How was y'all's week?
Crazy.
Very busy.
Very busy.
No comment.
No comment. No comment. It seems like it just seems like each week progressively in the podcast there's been a lot more talk around the HavoK Esports brand. So whether that's good or bad, that's up to these two up here. So did you want to go ahead and address it before we get into the topics today, Shark?
Yeah,
Okay.
everybody's gonna ask anyway.
All right.
Unfortunately, Scubby said some pretty stupid things on his Twitch stream. It happens. It's unfortunate. I understand that. I try not to limit my streamers. I try to allow them to formulate their own opinions. Sometimes things just get out of hand and the hate train rolls in. So unfortunately, we had to let Scubby go. So we will be looking for more players for Fortnite PC. And we're also going to be announcing a charity stream pretty soon, right, Austin?
Yep. By tomorrow, we'll figure out all the details.
Right. Yep.
So keep an eye out for that. That's all I gotta say about that.
Awesome. Short, sweet, and to the point. Love it. So, like I said,
streamers, please don't say stupid shit on your streams. Thank you.
If you guys are wondering why we do enforce some of the policies on two of the things that you shouldn't say, obviously there are some stipulations outside, as we've seen with what happened to Scubby, but the reason why these two want to keep it away is just because of sponsorships, how they look at you, as well as how the community views you, which can turn really bad really fast. Even if you don't think that you're making as big of an impact as you think you are, you really are. So just watch what you say, and yep, your helmet's on. Okay, cool. All right, so we're gonna be jumping right on into things. So like I said, it's gonna be Lucifer on mic with us. Hopefully we can get some more people on camera here in the near future. I'd like to implement that as well, but for right now we're gonna stick with the whole thing. Good God, Shark. All right, we're gonna jump right into COD. Probably one of the most talked about topics here on the podcast. The first thing I want to talk about is, NA has always ruled the scene as far as when it comes to Call of Duty. We were talking about with Counter-Strike last week how for an American team to win, that would be just like for a French team winning Call of Duty. Well, here this week, Dexerto did release an article. A Japanese team wins. It was kind of like an open what they were having. So the Call of Duty community has grown outside of America, and it's grown all over the world. In fact, yeah, but it's become more popular.
In Japan, which is cool, right. And I think it was like a $93,000 prize pool.
That's correct. So
I think that's awesome. Like, great for Call of Duty, great for the Japan scene. I hope to see more of them in events. I just wish like Call of Duty or like somebody would have advertised it a little better. Like, nobody,
there really wasn't.
A lot of the community didn't even know that this tournament was even happening. Right. For $93,000, I mean, that's like the first major event of the year. is like 100,000 prize pool, I think. So
Yeah,
I think
definitely.
could be
So
wrong, but
first place took home
usually they're like 100 or 200.
5
But
million yen, which worked out to be about $46,000 in US. So congrats to them. They also paved their way to get all expense paid trip to the CWL Anaheim, to where they will be facing off against
Atlanta,
the is it Atlanta?
yeah, yeah,
Yep.
it's Atlanta. Pretty sure. Oh no, it is Anaheim.
No, it's
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Come
I
this
thought I read it wrong. I thought I read it. I was about to go back and
Yeah. Atlanta's
reread
in
it.
like 2 weeks, so
Yeah.
I thought it was gonna be that one, but guess it's Anaheim.
Yep. So they're going to be competing there. So love to see what they're going to be able to do against the likes of upper teams in the North American circuit. So this week, somewhat last week as well, it's been floating around with pros. There's somewhat of a gentleman's agreement between the pros that has been made, and I've heard Clayster kind of outbreaking, trying to break that. Do you know anything of the gentleman's agreement, Shark, that you want to touch base on it,
Oh,
or?
they're I guess they're throwing around ideas of I think it's the FG. I think they're
Yes.
gonna
Yes.
ban the FG as a gentleman's agreement. It's happened before in Advanced Warfare, where they got rid of like the nades have a higher
Explosive.
damage radius.
Yeah,
Yeah.
damage radius.
So they used to, and like certain guns in AW, they used to do gentlemen's agreements in AWs. It hasn't really happened in the past couple games though.
Right.
I don't know. I don't have an opinion on it. Gee, sorry, I knocked my
Counter
phone
Strike
down.
has the same.
I don't really have an opinion on it. Like, I like the bar.
So the bar has always been implemented well, but the FG is just wrecking. I'm seeing a lot of videos on,
Well, yeah, they rebuffed it, and that's why. And it's so weird because like they nerfed the gun in the
and they buffed
patch,
it.
and the pros complained about it. Then they buffed it, and now the pros want to ban it. It's just like I don't know.
Make up your damn mind, please.
Yeah,
Pretty
I'm
much.
interested to see if anybody even actually does that kind of gentleman's agreement. They probably won't, to be honest.
Counter Strike does it too. They make it where they don't use the auto sniper just because Counter Strike doesn't ban any weapons. But no one is supposed to buy the auto sniper. Now, if someone's up by a certain amount or a lower level ranked or a pro team, if they feel like they're behind, they will pull out the auto sniper, and it is a very, very super cheap weapon, but that is like a gentleman's agreement as well in that game.
Mm.
You don't see many teams use it, but we'll see if these COD pros will come through and follow up with this so-called gentleman's agreement.
And that'd be so funny to see, be on like
Yeah.
main stage and then Clayster pull it out or something like that. Because Clayster's the one who's paving the way for it and doesn't want to do it. So that would just be hilarious to see, like, just what the codcasters would say about it and everything like that. So I think that would be very funny to see. Now, moving from that, LAN turning standings. Have you guys been keeping up with what's been actually happening in the LAN? So, EU teams are showing out. They're doing actually really, really well in the LAN. Um, and that's
For the Pro
something,
League?
yeah, in the Pro League, LAN, yeah.
Ice and Red Reserve are they're killing it.
Yeah, I believe Splice beat EU won the 3-1 today.
Yes.
3-1 today. So they're definitely not slacking off. Now with Splice, who was it that wasn't able to get their green card? Was that not green card, but their visa?
Sherd.
Third.
Yeah.
So who do they have filling in for him? I have not been able to.
Felony.
Felony. Okay.
Fellow.
Okay.
Is it confirmed?
And he did awesome, to be honest. He was putting up numbers. He was like their entry sub. And he was playing really well, so good for him. He kind of screwed himself in his team though, as far as complexity. Like because he was at the Pro League, they lost a lot of scrim time, and I think they also didn't do a 2K with him.
Right.
Or actually, no. Then they did a 2K and
They didn't do so hot.
they didn't do well.
Now, do you
So
think
we'll
they're gonna
see.
beat him?
They still got a week or two before Atlanta, so we
Mhm.
still got time for that complexity team to come back, but we'll see.
Definitely. So it sounds like there's a lot of, ups maybe on felony side. That's why he's doing it, not going and being able to play on the LAN league.
Oh,
But
it's definitely worse.
oh yeah, it's definitely worth it. Like anytime you can go up, definitely want to do that. But it definitely does suck for complexity. Um, Not too much happened with COD other than the LAN league. So Optics, taking the rest right now. The 2K, I heard Sensor made it to semis in the 2K. I'm not sure who he's playing with. Is he playing with Next Threat?
Yeah.
Is that confirmed?
He's back
Okay.
next round.
Did they?
I believe so. All I know is Sensor's trying to pave his way for Call of Duty. I'm not sure if that's gonna work
Dito's
for him.
team won it, I think.
Yes.
I think Dito's team won the
Mhm.
2K, but obviously, like a lot of they're all playing the LAN league, so.
Definitely. So we're gonna move right on into a game that I know Shark probably despises. Thinks it's subpar to his beautiful baby of a game. It's gonna be Fortnite. We kind of called it last week, guys. We had talked about how they had released that there's gonna be a new silent gun added to the game, and there's a lot of speculation around an AR, maybe silenced, or a sniper that was silenced. We came right out the gate saying it was gonna be a crossbow, and we were,
I said it, dude. I said crossbow
we
right off the rip.
so right here we guessed it, and we were like, it's probably gonna be a crossbow. Not sure if it's gonna be explosive or not. I like the implementation that they did on it.
Compound
However,
would have been better.
However, I think personally, if you've played with the crossbow, I feel that it should have a little bit more damage to it.
Need a
Either
little more damage.
either a
It
little
doesn't
bit
look
more
great.
damage or the fire rate be sped up a little bit.
Give me
So
1 second.
so with the damage that it's got right now, you have to get a purple before you can even think about downing someone with one shot. Um,
Well,
I
if
guess
they have a shield. If they don't have a shield,
yeah,
it's 100. The blue one's 100 to the head.
right, but that's a headshot.
That Hey, that hitbox for some reason is super large because I tink with that crossbow,
Aw.
and there's not really that much of a drop.
But
either.
then again, I mean,
It has
I'm
unlimited
thinking about
ammo.
it.
You can't give it.
Right. Yeah,
So
it does have unlimited ammo, which I think is crazy. Um, but I guess it's just my understanding of what the crossbow does in like PUBG and what it's done in a lot of games, especially like Black Ops. Whenever you saw the crossbow in that game, if it sticks to a person, it blows them up. I thought it was going to be an instant down gun. However, it's not. Which can be good and bad. Obviously, if you get shot by it, you're thinking it's good that it's not an instant down. But if you're doing the shooting, then that's when you want it to kill the fastest. But can't believe that we called that, man. That was crazy. Have you personally how many kills have you gotten with the crossbow? Have you First off, let me say, does the crossbow um take a primary slot whenever you have five?
absolutely.
Absolutely. Okay. And what
And
would
I think the most kills I got with it was 14. I just played like the first day it came out. I played the crossbow, nothing but the crossbow,
Sheesh.
and I got 14 kills with it. Like I said, the hitbox for some reason for the head is fairly large, and for it to be you got to have pros and cons to every weapon. So for it being unlimited ammo, you get less damage with it, which I
Right.
think is okay. So if you're gonna give it ammo, then you can give it more damage. Then that would be okay. But the blue's not bad. The purple one is phenomenal, and I haven't gotten a gold one yet. I don't know if there is one. So
Right. I gotta plug my phone in. It's about to die. Sorry about this. We'll be okay right there. We'll be all right. Um. So yeah, the crossbow. Like I said, I haven't played with it too much. I think the biggest standout point for it is it's got unlimited ammo and it can be used at range.
yeah,
And it's silent. So definitely for the people who like taking, the first shots on a team without them knowing, you can take 4 or 5 shots and miss and no one even know that you're shooting at them. So
depends what headset you're wearing, because I can hear those arrows whizzing past me.
oh, definitely. But I mean, if you think about the general consensus population
Oh,
of
absolutely.
Fortnite, they're not even gonna hear anything fly by them at all. They're just gonna, oh, what was that? Nothing. Okay, cool. So they're just gonna move right on. But crossbow, that was crazy. So the new game mechanics is still being tested, as well as the aim.
The
So
biggest loser.
oh.
Quit smoking cigarettes.
Blowing vape clouds in his camera.
Got Darth Vader here. Come on.
So anyway,
Yeah. Anyway, moving on. So the new game mechanics are still being tested for the aim. Whenever the shooting aim, or I believe that's what it was called, was put into the game, a lot of people didn't know what it was doing. But basically, what it is this bloom burst hit drop off. Me personally, hit drop off is really really good. However, I have noticed there's a substantial amount of what we like to call aim assist in that game. So once the cursor is near the person, it locks right onto them. So with hit drop off, it's going to be a lot harder to win battles.
They added auto aim.
There was a playlist.
Yes,
Oh,
there's a playlist. So
Test 1. That's what
yes.
it's called.
So as
I
it
guess
is,
it would be good for Xbox, but PC is kind of
Yep.
lame.
well,
Maybe they don't
PC
have
is not on. PC is not
yeah,
on.
it's not on. Yeah.
Not on PC. It's only on the consoles. There is auto
The
aim
sniper shoots straighter. I noticed.
I saw
on
an article
PC
that
or
they were talking
Xbox.
about first person.
On Xbox.
On Xbox
and
issues.
did you see the video on Twitter? Some guy released it. It was the first person hit a scar.
That's what I was about to say. So Fortnite, they're teasing with the first person shooter mode.
I hope they don't do it.
Really?
I really hope they don't do it. In my opinion, it ruined PUBG. Like, I understand that it makes the game a little bit
For competitive feeling?
Yeah, I understand that it makes it like
Okay.
a little bit more competitive because you can't third person peek
Oh.
in PUBG, but I think from the spectator perspective, and yes, I know like when they do tournaments they have like the fly cam and
The fly cam, yeah.
I think from a spectator perspective, it was way better game in third person. And it required teams to strategize a lot more as far as their positioning and versus like the first person is kind of like running around and
It would just
I don't
be
know, it's different.
it would just be weird to
advantage for
ADS.
first person though is like if you can't see them, they can't see you, so you can like push up on them.
Right.
They're gonna be forced to peek,
And then
figure out where you moved. So like I get it
Definitely.
from a competitive standpoint though why a lot of people like first person. Some of them only play first
Well, it'll be
person.
a different playlist.
But I think in Fortnite, I not at all. I don't think you should do first person in Fortnite, in my opinion, especially with the building. I mean, that's going to be so
better,
weird.
To be honest, maybe
first person.
better. Instead of running up a ramp and it not snapping.
No, but think about it this way, Austin. Like all right, let's say it's last circle. There's like 6 alive, right? And you build up like your 1x1 tower. Okay.
Yeah.
You're at the top of the tower. You're in first person. You're going to be forced to be peeking over every edge over and over and over again. You're going to lose your head. John Uzumaki is going to take your head freaking right off, dude.
Or you're gonna fuck up and like walk off the edge.
Well, you can peek through the cracks of the building.
Yes
can't
and
shoot
no.
through 'em.
Yes and no. You can't shoot through them.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, if you
Dang.
build it with brick, you can.
That's a good point.
Like,
that is a good point.
I don't know. We'll see.
Oh,
I mean, for the general public, for like pubs.
I hope if they do it, that from a competitive standpoint, they stay in third person. We'll see.
that's what I would like to see. So if they do add it to the game, just a total different playlist.
Like
Maybe they
separate
bring it how. Maybe they bring it how
They
they've been
can do
doing.
a separate playlist. Just
Yeah, what-
expand on the game, but I just pray to God that competitive doesn't go to it.
Yeah, 'cause
Like
it started off good so far. I don't see why you should change it.
Like the 50v50 and the sniper shootout, everything like
Well,
that.
that's just
Pistols
like
only.
That's just like modded custom games. It's
Right.
not good.
Definitely. So like if they went about it like this to where they don't actually make it a playlist, but once they release like the custom game servers, you can turn it from third person to first person to try it out if you want to, but still run the game how it was created in third person.
I hate third person so much.
Really?
But I love but I love Fortnite so much. So
I love Fortnite.
it equals out.
On a side note, you guys saw that. I wanted to retweet what you had posted where the guy was way up here and he jumped off and he shotgunned the last person. That was crazy, man.
Oh man, I seen a clip that John hit yesterday, where he like 540 no scope down on top of a
Oh,
kid.
Oh yeah, I saw
For
that.
the
That
win.
that was
I was like,
that was
oh god.
crazy. That was absolutely crazy. And then Mr. Nate Shot had one. He was getting shot from like the right side. He like peeks over at him like. When I say this was the fastest quick scope I've ever seen, like he just looked right, shot, and looked back, and didn't even think he was gonna hit anything. Took the dude's head off. I was like, oh my god, what just happened? So this game is filled with just a lot of moments to where you can get a lot of great, yeah, shenanigans, lots of great clips, everything. So it's a great game. Um, but there has been, even though it's a great game, there's been a lot of backlash from the community on skill-based matchmaking as well. So Fortnite, I believe, released on Twitter how would everyone feel about skill-based matchmaking. And the rant was led by none other than Ali A, who has gained a massive popularity over the last month, I would say, with Fortnite. Whenever he started playing it, he's blowing up almost as much as he did whenever Pokemon Go came out, and he gained 2.3 million followers within a month. So
Ali has been a contender for
I know
number
he's
one
always
on
he.
YouTube for
I understand that, and
years.
I've
Like Call
always
of
and I've
Duty,
always
man.
watched him.
Call of Duty,
But
bro.
as far as like how fast he's growing, he grew his fastest during whenever Pokemon Go came out, and that's the fastest time. This
Well, I
Fortnite
guess, like,
release,
for starting a new channel. Sure.
correct. So just with Fortnite coming
But
out and him
no,
playing it, he's
his
gained a
fastest
lot
growth was Call of Duty, like, 5 years ago or some shit. Like, he,
overall. Yeah.
yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean that's
Blew
where
up back
yeah.
then.
I mean that's why he's the number one
Yeah,
Call of
people
Duty
forgot
channel.
about him.
Correct. He kind of fell off the boat. But
Well, he started playing Pokemon Go, and so he kind of fell off. But
Are you playing Pokemon Go? still?
IW is terrible.
you
I
play
haven't played it in a long time.
a long
They
time.
added third gen Pokemon. I started playing just because
Oh.
of a raid. Across the highway, actually, there's a raid, and I can sit here at my apartment and go to the raid if I want to.
Yo,
What's up, Whippers Ninja?
But yeah, so there's a lot of backlash, and it's been led by Ali A as well as Nade Shot. How do you guys feel about skill-based matchmaking being put inside of Fortnite? Do you think that would be good? Do you think it would ruin the game? A lot of people think it would ruin the game.
no, it would be a good thing.
I feel like it would give more people a chance to actually win matches. Other
You
than
know what they should
getting...
do? They should
Just
do
make
a
ranked.
ranked playlist.
Yeah,
Exactly.
just play ranked, and just like
Do a
put
ranked
where you
playlist,
mean, like H1,
and that would be skill-based
True.
matchmaking.
True.
But no, I think it'll be a good thing because like the players who aren't so good or might be new to the game will be put with other players who are of the same skill level, and they have a chance to get used to the game and win a couple while they're doing it, not
Right.
just what I mean.
That's
So it could be a good thing. I'm pretty sure PUBG has an MMR like
yeah, it does.
matchmaking.
Mm-hmm.
Most games nowadays that are competitive do have a skill-based matchmaking.
I'm not sure though. I don't. quote
I
me on
prefer
that,
it
but-
just because, like I said, you want to get better and you want to be the
Wiki.
best, try to beat the best. So get put with people that are your skill level instead of
I mean, we all remember when Sleepy was outlashing on the community about Call of Duty World War II becoming skill-based matchmaking. He did not like that at all. I mean,
Well,
most pub stompers don't.
yeah.
yeah, because you're a pup stomper, so as soon as it gets hit with skill-based, you're gonna be sweating just to go positive, basically.
Make a new account.
Pretty much, just reverse.
He's not gonna be sweating to go positive. It's Sleepy, but I mean, he's
Right.
still.
That. Yeah. So.
He's still. It's what I mean. He's not gonna be getting 98 kill team DMs or whatever he got. He got like a world record. It was like 98 kills in a TDM match.
World War II?
Yeah, his teammates had 2 kills.
96. Dylan, to answer your question or your opinion, but the thing is about playing better players is if you are that good, you're gonna get matched with good players. So yes, I agree that if you are not good at the game,
Right, but yeah, and you can work your way up
work your
through
way
the
up. But if
ranks.
you're brand new at the game,
Right.
you just can't physically, don't have the hand-eye coordination.
Yeah, you haven't learned like how to build and how to do it quickly, and you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like, so
There's definitely
I think it would
advantages.
be a good thing. But
I think
I
there's
don't
more
know.
advantages for the.
Everybody can have their opinion. I think rank play is their best option,
Correct.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
but we'll see.
Well,
I
definitely.
teabagged Action Man, by the way, the other day, and I went to a stream.
It's nice to see that like Epic Games is really engaging the community and like listening to them as far as
Yeah, because
when
as soon as they
make
they tweeted that out and
good
they
sign.
I believe they implemented it too and they took it out. So, at least they're listening to a lot of people. Speaking of listening to a lot of people, did Ninja get what he wants or what?
Yeah, absolutely.
Did you see that? Shark, did you see that? What actually happened? So, Ninja tweeted out at Fortnite games, he was like, I will literally spend money on anything that you can put into the game. He was like asking for stuff, like wanting to blow money. He said, I will literally buy a plunger to use as a pickaxe. And then
Oh,
2 days later, they put a plunger with a katana stuck into it, into the
seen
game.
it.
That
I've
was
seen it.
that was crazy.
That's super funny.
Yeah.
I saw a lot of people like tweeting at Ninja asking for stuff like, "Can you say this so that we can get this?" It was just,
Yeah.
it was hilarious. So, but
That's funny.
so we were talking
Yeah, I
last
seen
Monday.
that, and I seen the shark one.
I
Obviously.
got that one,
Yeah,
Chomp
it-
Jr.
yeah,
That thing is
yeah,
so
it
cool.
wiggles and everything.
It
They
wi-
heard you.
yeah, yep.
Yeah, it like
Listen to
wiggles.
you.
It wiggles, man. Like whenever you jump, it like flops around. So it's like a dead fish, basically, dead shark. Sorry, shark, but yeah. But we talked last week that the dock
It
is now
eats the
back.
walls.
Yeah.
Yep, Doc is back.
The doc's back, but on a side note, the feud's back
The feud
between
has returned.
the feud has returned.
What is he? He's fighting with Summit.
The Summit feud.
Always.
So Summit's playing Fortnite in solos, and I guess the doc was queuing, trying to get used to Fortnite, just because whenever he dropped off the scene with whatever happened, whether you want to say it was rigged or whatever, but whatever happened, he dropped off the scene. Fortnite was right there at being new, so he really didn't have a lot of time into it. So now he's coming back. I believe he's liking the game just based upon the tweets that he's been putting out. But queuing up in solo and Summit killing him. So, and then just the dog getting enraged in that. So the feud's back, and I love it. I absolutely love it. That's what made me like a Summit fan, just to see like Summit
You have
take
the
out Doc.
clips?
The clip from, it's not a perspective of Doc, because I think Doc was actually currently offline whenever he did. However, it is Doc that he kills. And Summit was talking about it in the game. If I can pull up the clip, I will.
The feud back with Doc isn't just between Summit. Actually,
Summit's funny though, because he calls Doc like the biggest leech of Twitch of all time, and it is kind of true. Like he just leeched off all the big streamers to build like a huge fan base.
Pretty much, man.
And now
gotta do
and
it.
that's what he does. He continues to do it. Like
him and Tyler one, they go back and forth a lot too, and
Is that Doc and
yeah. Also, a couple other streamers, like the first day he came back, they were all talking shit to each other. But the thing, and Ninja, Ninja just sits back. Ninja just won't play with you. So that's just how Ninja is.
pretty much?
But the whole thing with Tyler One and Doc, and I don't understand why all these streamers talk shit about each other, that they're better than each other, when legitimately none of them play the same game, except for Summit and Doc play, and Ninja all play Fortnite. But like Tyler One plays League. Who else was talking crap? C's plays some I think does CMD play Fortnite most of the time, or he plays PUBG a lot as well.
PUBG.
Yeah, most of the time these guys don't even play the same game, and they're over here roasting each other. I'm like, how can you be better than someone if they don't even play that game?
at least
Like,
Doc is playing PUBG
True.
though, but the best battle right now.
Yeah, absolutely. Him and Shroud played duos the other night on Fortnite. Shroud and Doc.
Yep, they've been playing. Oh my god, that was so funny. Someone threw a boogie bomb and Doc was freaking out. Didn't know what it was. He was like, "What is that? I don't like it. I don't like it at all." He was freaking out because of all the new stuff that's been put into the game.
Averaging 30 more viewers every
Yo,
stream
but
now.
the question, well,
Plus.
yeah,
What were you gonna say?
nothing. Never mind.
All right. But so that feud's back. So, what are y'all's thoughts about Doc being able to come back, especially between what happened? I know there was a lot of. Was Doc ever verified on Twitter? I need to ask that question first. Was he
Yeah.
verified on Twitter? So
Yeah.
what happened
Oh,
to that?
absolutely.
What happened to that?
He's
I
not still.
I don't
I don't
believe
know. I'm not.
He got
really-
unverified.
probably because he didn't stream for an extended amount of time. When you're verified, you're obligated to stream X amount of hours a week.
He got
No,
unverified on
not
Twitch or
not on
Twitter?
Twitch. I'm talking about Twitter.
Oh,
Oh,
Twitter.
really?
Yeah, he's
Oh.
not even verified on Twitter,
Did he just
and that's
change
what
his at?
Maybe he changed his ad or something.
I don't know. I honestly don't know. That kind of surprised me. I mean, he's got something like 500,000 followers. I mean, he used to be a game designer and everything like this, and he's not verified. I thought it might have been centered around what happened, and Twitter kind of, took that away from him for the time being until he
Takes a
earns
lot
it
of
back.
things away from a lot of people, so probably.
Yeah. But there's a lot of talk right now about the new Twitch rules. Have you guys heard what the new Twitch rules are? Everything like that?
Came out within the day after the whole Scubby fiasco, and I actually read over them. So it's making a lot of people change on how they stream.
Yes.
Which I don't know how a lot of these guys are going to make it anymore on Twitch. Like Tyler One, who's probably one of the top 5 biggest streamers on Twitch. He's a very toxic player.
I mean, wasn't it mostly about like
nudity,
proper clothing? Yeah.
Yeah, proper clothing.
Not having a stream sexual in nature.
Yes.
I think they said.
Yes. So
There was another one about excessive drinking and whatnot as well.
yes. So
Oh, really?
a lot
Yep.
of people are gonna start probably being banned.
Good, dude. Like, I mean, I've watched Ninja do some drunk streams, and honestly, he sucks when he's drunk, in my opinion. Pisses me off.
So it's like, what the fuck
Is
are you
that what
doing?
ended up to?
I don't know why they do it. Like, especially when you're an
You have a lot of eyes on you, like.
right. I mean, we're talking 20,000 people.
Yeah. Speaking about drinking, I don't have this on like the itinerary what we're going over, but Doc dropped drinking altogether, and that's something that he talked to one-on-one with someone from Dexerto, and there's a big article on it on why he chose to do so, why he changed from the Slick Daddy Club to the Champions Club, and why he's changing a lot of the stuff. It's because he messed up big time apparently. So I think
It's
he's
the best of people, man. It makes you do things you don't realize you're doing half the
Yeah.
time. So, I agree with Twitch for doing this, and it's gonna give the people attention that actually deserve it. Hate to say it, but there are a lot of titty streamers or booty streamers out there that don't deserve the attention they get. I'm glad Twitch is finally getting a grasp on everything. So.
And that's what we were talking about in podcast season 1 when we thought, who's going to grow faster, the girl with tits or the person who's good at the game? And sadly, it's the
It'll
girl.
always be the fucking girl with this.
Exactly. So it's just, it's good to see like they're cracking down on that type of stuff. There's also other things, obviously, that they need to crack down on that need to be addressed. But seeing what they did in this update.
Rent out an arena. So every time he streams, if you're in sub, you get in for free. And if you want to get in, you have to sub. I think whoever does that on Twitch, they would be a genius.
Like make an arena for themselves or like rent out one.
Yeah, like rent out like a building or something, and just have like the crowd there. That if you're a sub, you get in free. And if you
want to have like cameras and everything, like an actual TV show, dog, that would be dope.
I was thinking about the other day. I was like, why hasn't no one thought about this yet? Like, that would be very, very entertaining and very interesting.
That would be a lot of money, though.
I mean,
Yeah, but think of all the money they make off of subs.
yeah.
Correct, but however, they use that for their own personal use. So I mean, you'd be using I'd say at least 50 to 60% of it going back into the stream.
Depending on how big you are, because let's do the numbers. Most
True.
streamers make more in a month than anybody
Most
makes.
people do in a year.
In a year, yeah.
2 years.
It's crazy. Yeah, Doc's at what? 40,000 subscribers within 2 weeks back on Twitch.
You know how much he was at before he got back? 7.5 thousand.
That's crazy.
Yep.
You
Absolutely.
stop talking about Doc now.
No,
Oh, you don't like him?
no, he doesn't.
You don't like the Doc?
He's my favorite streamer.
Oh, come on now.
Not into it.
Come
He
on
likes
now.
Ninja, so
I only
well,
watch
I
him
mean,
when he plays PUBG, and I honestly don't watch him that much. Like I'd rather watch,
Shroud?
yeah, Shroud for sure.
Jesus.
mm-mm,
I'd
mm-mm.
I'd rather watch Austin.
Thanks. You
Okay.
want me to play PUBG? I'll start.
Hey,
I
hey,
think
it's
that was
good.
more of an insult than anything.
I'll take it.
We're still talking about the doc, Mr. Shark, because the doc goes back to his favorite game. And let me say favorite because he stated it's his favorite game, PUBG.
Mhm.
But he also states that
It's
the
the
game is
best one.
still terrible.
Well, you know.
There's a lot that needs to be fixed.
Still
It's
PUBG.
out of beta.
There's not a lot that needs to be fixed.
Just
Yeah, they have
optimize
like
the
bugs
damn
with
game,
the
dude. I
release.
don't understand.
It's
60
just
frames.
it's really server issues. It's like server side, not client side issues. Like they already
Yeah.
optimized all the graphics. Like
True.
it's
Shark's right on that.
it's great.
But it's
Like
still
bullet
30 frames a
registration's
second.
pretty good. The only issue is like they have like lag compensation, right?
What are
In
they
the
on?
game.
How many tick servers are they on? Do they run?
I
I
mean,
don't know.
6 tick?
it's whatever max 30 FPS can run, so I'm probably 66 tick.
It only runs 30 frames?
Yeah, it's not optimized.
No. Yeah, it is.
Well, on PC. We're talking about
Yeah, people getting like 120 frames and
yeah.
60. We're not
I
talking
thought
about
PC is
Xbox, dude.
no, I thought PC is still only, it doesn't go over 60 frames. Your computer may say it goes over that, but
Yeah, no,
they
it
haven't
does.
optimized it. I'm
It
pretty sure.
does.
Mmm.
It does because they optimized it.
Gotcha. Okay.
Still looks like I'm playing a Minecraft shooter. It's just
Playing Roblox out here.
But yeah, that's the only issue. There's like I'm pretty sure they have like lag compensation
Yeah.
on. So if somebody has worse internet and shoots you, like you can shoot somebody 3 times. Dude, one time I literally killed a guy. Okay, he had no
Red
health
killed
in
a
his
guy.
bar.
The Trident.
He had no health in his bar, but he still killed me and lived. Like
What?
he did not have
Yeah,
any health.
You know what used to do that a lot too? Halo 3. Halo 3
Yeah,
had lag
and it's
comp.
because of the lag compensation. I'm pretty sure. Like I think he
Dude,
had a
lag
bad
comp is
ping,
so
it gave
stupid.
him an advantage in.
PUBG's not a beta anymore, Andrew. It's full game now.
Yeah, that's any large scale multiplayer game is gonna have that lag compensation.
hmm But it's better on some than others. So like on Fortnite, like basically what happens is it puts you in your own little world for a second because I've lagged bad on Fortnite and you just keep running and people can shoot you while you're running. Like all of their bullets are reg, so I think they did it right. But I don't know. I don't pay.
And PUBG still has a bad memory leak as well that I've noticed.
Memory leak? Oh, as
Yeah.
far as how much it's using?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah. But I don't know. I don't know. Me and Lucifer here have been playing it on the Xbox. I kind of like it. It's okay.
I love
It's
PUBG.
clunky. It's very
It's my favorite
clunky.
game right now.
Very clunky. But we
Yeah,
won.
I wouldn't play it on the box. It's not.
Nah, we getting like top 10 every single time on that.
But you're a keyboarder anyway.
Yeah, well, I mean,
I don't
each
keyboard.
is on. There's no aim assist in
You
that
have
game.
it on PC,
When
bro.
I tell you I tried
I do.
aiming with the controller, hats off to Lucifer. I tried aiming on that game with a controller. There's no aim assist. I could not aim at all. It was going everywhere.
While I'm
That's why
sitting here
Fortnite
sniping
was real
people
difficult for
with
me
an 8x scope.
at the beginning.
Because aim assist.
Yeah, the aim assist is very
Yeah,
minuscule on
it's
Fortnite.
really hard.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
To the right.
So you think that they will eventually fix the server side or client side? Shark? Do you think that's going to be near future or
Yeah, let's hope. I think so.
I think that's the only thing that's really wrong with the game.
Well, I'm hoping that what they really need to do, and for some reason it seems like PlayerUnknown is against it, but what they really need to do is region lock the servers.
Yeah, no,
Right.
China #1.
Oh,
No,
China
they
number
really
1.
should. Like they need to like do like they need to region lock. They
IP
need like
region lock.
East and West Coast US and then like
Right.
those size regions, like I don't know, locked up all over the world because otherwise it's just so, especially with the lag compensation. Like if you're gonna have lag comp in your game, Like you need to make sure that everybody has like a minimum, like I don't know, 50
120.
ping or something.
Right.
You know what I mean? Just to make it fair.
True.
Like,
True.
but it seems like Player Unknown's against it, so oh well.
Don't know. We're not gonna talk about this next subject too much. But do you think Fortnite's a threat to PUBG?
No.
No,
No?
Absolutely.
absolutely not.
You guys are way too. Nick's way
Fortnite's
too
gonna be a great game. I think it'll be a good esport.
I'm with Austin on this one. PUBG, I think's in trouble.
No, I don't think PUBG is gonna die ever. I mean, they just announced two like, I think one of them's like $100,000 tournament in Germany coming up.
Well, I
Like,
mean, I'm not
They've
gonna
already
say-
made the money they
it's
need
part
for
of
that.
Intel Extreme Masters, dude. Like, it's not going anywhere, dude.
No, it's
Like,
not going
You know who else operates Intel Extreme Masters? CS:GO.
Yeah.
Like,
True.
so it's not going anywhere. We'll
What-
see when Fortnite even becomes an esport. Then we'll see.
absolutely.
It can be.
Yeah.
I think it could become as big. Do I think it's going to overtake PUBG? No, because I think PUBG is more relatable to everyday people and adults. Like you could put that on TBS and people could like watch it and understand it. If you put Fortnite on TBS, like the majority of people would just be confused.
They'd be like, why is this man building a...
That's why Call
that-
of Duty
that's not
is-
physics.
and that's why Counter-Strike is so successful and they can put it on TBS because it's relatable to everyday people. Fortnite won't be. Fortnite has a younger audience, I guess.
It'd have to air on Nickelodeon.
That man just said that.
Could you see that? And up next, solos with the #1 Fortnite player, John Uzumaki, and then it'd be like Nickelodeon or Disney, and you have freaking John up there doing the freaking Disney wand shit. Oh man, that would be crazy.
Right? So that's why I think PUBG could be like, it has room and I think it has longevity. I don't know if Fortnite has the kind of longevity that PUBG will have, in my opinion.
No, you're right.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
Counter-Strike is in America. Counter-Strike is the only video game.
Like you gotta remember, this is like this is the beginning of battle royales. Red Dead Redemption announced a battle royale. I think there's a couple other games that we're talking about doing a battle royale
Yeah.
mode. So this is just the beginning of the genre, and
Sub
I
Ultra?
think PUBG, because I know H1 birthed it sort of as far as on like the popularity scale, but
I remember those
that
days.
game was trash.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Freaking Austin
And then
grenading
PUBG
all of
came out,
us.
And, I mean, you guys gotta remember, it was the most watched game in the second half of 2017, more than League of Legends, more than like everything.
True.
And I'm pretty sure PUBG those tournaments. We'll watch a Catalyst and see how many viewers they get.
They're not gonna get more than Counter-Strike.
Hey,
No, but I guarantee you they'll get more than the Overwatch League.
Did you
probably.
see Overwatch upped their prize ante for each tournament and salary for each player?
They upped it from 50.
Yep, it's now 60.
That sucks if they have to keep suspending players for running their mouths or posting stupid shit on Twitter.
I know, but yeah. Hey,
How you gonna lose 60 grand for posting something
but
stupid on
Overwatch,
Twitter?
By the way, is another.
I mean,
game
I'm pretty sure that guy's still on the bench.
is
yes.
for another 2 weeks.
Yep.
And also, Overwatch is actually aired live on TV as well.
Like, I'd
Hell.
be pissed if I was Dallas Fuel.
Yes, I would. Mark Cuban.
Ugh.
Even it's Envy. Castro.
Is it? I thought Mark Cuban had a bid
No.
on that too. I thought I was.
Dallas Fuel is no,
Yeah,
and then
it's
like
Envy.
the oil guy, I guess invested in Envy and so that they could buy the league spot.
Mm-mm.
That's why it's Dallas Fuel.
Oh, league spots went up. That's what it was too. If you want a league spot in Overwatch, it's up to like 65 million.
Wait, what?
Which is,
Are they gonna open more more
yes,
cities?
London.
They're gonna expand it.
Yeah, EU.
Well, I mean, it's already
it
in
is,
like
but they're gonna
Asia.
add more
Like they have a
teams.
Seoul team. I'm pretty sure they have a France.
Is that for franchise to get in, like a team?
Yes, that's for a league spot for Overwatch is $5 million.
65?
I think it was like 32 or something. But
This season,
and
yeah,
I don't
it was.
understand it because I don't think Overwatch has the
The viewership.
viewership or the longevity of other games. But whatever.
They must know something we don't.
I guess.
And they opened up another esports arena. I don't know where it was. They just did that as well.
Yeah, we're about to talk about that.
Oh,
Yeah, I
okay.
heard about that too.
We're about to talk about that. Your boy Nades did his homework.
Proud of Nate.
Um, but PUBG. Any last comments on PUBG, Shark?
It's awesome.
Awesome. All right, cool.
I
Glad
agree
we're on the
with
same page. All right.
Play Counter-Strike. Play a real shooter.
Like I said on the intro, guys, we're gonna be talking about some things outside of esports as well, and this is going to start that. It's kind of in esports, but you'll see what we're talking about in just a second. So, first topic: Shroud talks about using Adderall as a pro. So,
I haven't seen that clip.
so Shroud, let me pull it up for you. Shroud, let me pull it up. Basically, they were like questioning Shroud about talking or taking Adderall as a professional player. I'll read you a little bit of the article right here. Um, um,
No, I don't think there will ever be pro Minecraft.
Pro Minecraft. Man,
Why can't there be pro Minecraft?
I'm cooking
Come
these
on.
bricks fast,
They
man.
do have, I guess they could put that on Nickelodeon too.
Oh yeah.
They do have like those mini games, and it's like PvP,
So,
Yeah.
but no.
so
I don't
he's
think
not
so.
receiving a lot of backlash. I think he went about it well, talking about it. But I'll read you a little bit of the article right here. He said,
Ultra.
he had revealed that as he was participating on the Cloud9 roster, he noticed that his teammates have used Adderall, but never when playing or competing. Rumors and accusations of his professional career and being related to Adderall have been widespread, and Cloud9's CS:GO team themselves have been subject to such accusations on numerous occasions. I believe there was an article about or someone had asked Stewie2K about just this last one, if he was taking it.
All I have to say about that is Adderall is really fucking bad for you. If you
Yes,
don't know that,
it's terrible for you.
It gives you like it increases your blood pressure tremendously.
Makes your pee small.
So if you're not diagnosed with ADD or you don't have a
I'll take
prescription
it.
for it,
I'll take
you
it.
shouldn't take it.
And
So,
Please.
I'll let you know on a little inside pro scoop because I was in there and I have taken it before and I was prescribed to it. Yes. It's not fair if they did do something to against it for people that weren't prescribed to it, um, that weren't allowed to take it, and allow the people that were prescribed to it to take it. It is the steroids of gaming. It does enhance every aspect of your gaming skills, and about 85% of
No,
the
it doesn't.
population.
It just helps you.
Yes,
It's
it
supposed. It
does.
makes you focus, basically.
Nick, I'm letting you know.
And
It helps you
it,
be a better player, hands
it
down.
makes you focus. Okay, that's why people in college, Austin,
take ADD
abuse Adderall
before
all the
tests.
time. They abuse Adderall all the
You wanna know what
time.
it
It's
is?
not some esports phenomenon. Like college
No,
kids
it
all
is.
day long take Adderall, and
I know
even
that.
ones that don't aren't prescribed it. Like, and they study with it. Like, it makes you focus.
It is the
It doesn't
steroids of
like
gaming,
make
my
you a
friend.
god at video games.
Yes,
Like,
it
don't
does.
fucking say that.
Yes, it does. Obviously, you've never
You're an
taken
idiot.
it while playing video games. Okay, I'm an idiot, but how do you?
Please do not say stupid things on Twitch. I'm just kidding.
I don't let you
I
know
understand what you're saying, but it does.
most player that
It's for
takes it every
focusing.
single
It's
day.
that's why people with ADHD.
It makes them a better player. It makes you aim better. It makes your hand steadier. It makes you shoot better.
It doesn't make you shoot better.
Yes,
You better
it
be able to
does.
shoot straight if you're in a tournament, or you're not
Dude,
going to do
you
well.
are
Here-
an idiot if
here-
you think it doesn't make you shoot.
Here it is. Here it is. I used a very
Yes,
very small amount.
on it. Let's just say when I play Halo, I average roughly about 15 to 20 kills a game. Okay, when I take Adderall, I get 40 plus kills every single game. It makes you more consistent. You want me to go get a handful of pro players and sit them down and ask them, hey, does Adderall make you a better gamer? They're going to tell you absolutely yes. That's why they use it. Want to go? Let's go to Orlando. Let's see how many kids take.
Because they're
right now.
focusing on their aim and they're hitting their shots. It's not like
So you
some
mean-
magic
Okay,
power.
so that means you're better, right? If you can focus.
No, you should be
you
able
can
to.
focus
No,
on your
like
shot. Does that not make you
if you do not have ADHD, you should be able to focus on your shot and hit your shots without it.
Well, there's a bunch of people that don't have it and they take it and it makes them a whole lot better. So
Well, I know.
Adderall's
It's bad for
steroids
you.
in gaming. I'm letting you
Don't
know that
do it.
right now. It's hyper focus. Exactly. Thank you. You want to talk about insane focus? GG from Insane Labs. Go take an Adderall and we'll see how much better of a player it makes you.
That's like 8 packets right there shoved into a pill. Oh man.
Insane Labs does have a restriction on their products.
2
They have a
packets.
warning.
Yeah,
Says,
do
like,
not.
more than-
Do not. Trust me. Trust me. I
unlike
freaked
G
out
Fuel,
one
who
night.
says you can drink the
Yeah,
crap
G-Fuel
out
is
of
lead, so careful.
it.
G Fuel has lead.
And it says, yeah, you can drink as much of that as you want, man.
I think I recall seeing like the
I deleted a tweet.
the commercials.
Yeah, I know, I did too.
For like G Fuel. It says this is the healthiest thing that you can drink.
I deleted.
It's the best thing for you.
I deleted a tweet. There was one girl posting it. She posted like a picture. It was like G Fuel
It is
tagged
true that
in it.
It's true that it's like below the minimum amount. It's just California's rules are crazy. I'm pretty sure like envelopes in California say this paper contains
It's toxic.
chemicals
Yeah. DHM
that could
said that
cause
there's a
cancer.
difference between
Right on
regular
an envelope.
focus and
This
Adderall
is
focus.
ridiculous.
You sir are correct. There is.
Whatever. We're
It's
not
crazy.
gonna talk about politics.
So Shroud responded with, I used a very, very small amount. It was weird because whenever I took it, it didn't really do anything at first. I just felt normal.
Well, of course he's gonna lie to the general public and tell you they don't want people to take it.
As it progressed, I felt myself become more calm and able to focus a little bit more.
Yeah, focus.
So
Not
that's
aim
what
at.
Shroud said.
Yes, it makes you a god at aiming. It gives you aimbot. It legitimately
He didn't
gives you
say that.
aimbot.
He didn't say it made his aim better. He helped him focus.
Well, no
like I
shit, he's
said.
not gonna because you know what? If Shroud's such a big face,
If Shroud was like, oh yeah, I'm playing like I'm Jesus out here, like everyone would take it. But
Anyway, moving on.
look at DHM said.
Yeah, moving on.
what is
Next
it saying?
topic.
Fighting
Next
games
topic.
being able to see every single frame of animation. Oh man. If you can see every single frame, like that would be scary. That would actually be scary. We already talked about the YouTube and Twitch guidelines and y'all's thoughts on those, correct?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Mhm.
Sorry, lost my memory there. HavoK ESports Arena. That's what it's called. So we're gonna talk about it a little bit. That would be the second esports arena to be able to host events. Obviously, the first one that we talked about in podcast season 1 is in Vegas. Correct me if I'm wrong.
You're right, millennial.
Yep, Millennial. So it's in Vegas. It's in Vegas. It's used. Is it gonna be used for COD? Can be. Obviously, it's for
How
for
is
big
this one?
for big esports events. Let me pull it up real quick. It doesn't look the biggest, to be honest with you. Once I find it.
They don't even really use these arenas, or it doesn't sound like they use these arenas. I don't ever see them use it. And to be honest, I don't know what happened to Millennium. They used to host a bunch of events and stuff, and they don't host really any events this season. So
Yeah, they went broke. They
Well,
they didn't go
didn't
broke. They
MLG
made
take over
$925
Halo?
million in revenue last year. There's no way
True.
they got broke.
Yeah,
True.
Millennium was operating HCS, right, for a little bit. Like
They
they had
were.
HCS tournaments.
Well, they did up
But
until
now it's
this season.
MLG, so why would they?
Yeah, I don't know what other games they like. They do sports games, I believe now. I think they're kind of big.
Like Madden?
Madden and
Yeah.
2K, I think that they're
Yeah.
focused on.
So, the company Sports Direct already owns 26% of Game, and after they bought their price cut shares in July in 2017, now they own 50% of Game, and which was it went from 4.4 million at the time to now they own 50%, which is estimated around $76 million. So it's a big trade-off. But basically, what happened was the sports director said that they're going to be opening up a game arena, and it's going to be able to host many events in the gaming community, as well as with plans to open up 19 arenas nationwide.
Wow. I mean, that would solve a lot of issues because I know in Michigan, not Michigan, so there's Xfinity, where they do like the Land League for COD, or is that in California?
Um,
I thought it was in like Michigan or Minnesota or something like
Yeah, I
that.
thought it was
Is
over
it?
there. They had like the Xfinity booth
Yeah,
for the Land League, and same for Halo. You know, they made this. I don't know why they're gonna if they're gonna make these, arenas, they need to use them more because
true.
they just sit there. Like, I don't understand why there's not a tournament every single weekend. I
I mean,
understand.
you got to think if you build an arena, it's holding, let's just say a rough number, 2,500 people to watch a LAN league. Like what's going on in Call of Duty, and $50 per person, just like it would be like, let's say if you go there and that's for like a 3-day pass, or they could even
Shit,
make it
that's
more
cheap.
because they could even make it more because it's more days. Obviously, it's like
Go to a pro sporting event. Let me tell you how much you're gonna spend on a ticket there.
exactly that's what I'm saying. So like if you just sell tickets for that, let's say $100 is the average, like you're making so much money. Like they just need to be using this. So that's a good question. What you stated earlier, I don't know where Millennium went with what's happening there. I haven't even heard of the stadium being used, other than what was it?
Halo World Champs.
The Halo, was it
Yep.
Halo World
And,
Champs? That's
and
pretty
let me
much
tell you how
that.
many people
And I
into
think it
that.
was League last year that got used in it. The League
Yes.
Champs. Yes. So that's really it. But I mean, to be fair, that probably brought in a slew of money. So
And I believe League of Legends has their tournaments in New York or California for like season play.
yeah. So that'd be crazy though to have 19 arenas nationwide opened up. So then it's pretty much like you could have leagues at each arena.
Not even just leagues. I mean, lower like, for example, like MES could have an arena to host in.
Yeah, just rent it out, you know?
Yeah, rent it out. House of Chaos, for example, they're huge in the fighting scene in New York. Put an arena in New York. There's so many tournaments that happen weekly that we don't, hear about and know about. That I think it would be good, but at the same time, if they're going to build them, they need to use them, and it needs to be cost efficient for the tournament holders.
Right. Definitely. So what's your intake on that, Shark? If HavoK could rent out in a LAN arena and have a HavoK LAN, would you do it?
I mean, it's not out of the question. We've talked about it.
Oh yeah, that's right. With yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you could do a lot of different things. You could do fighting game scene. You could do tons of different things. But
Pretty much.
would I do it? I'm not sure. I mean, like MES hasn't always made money, right? Like
Mhm.
with the production costs and equipment and things like that, like and paying the venue, like there's a lot that goes into it. So, who knows? I don't know. I'd have to think about it. It would have to be the right circumstance.
God damn it,
I
Jake.
gotcha. Freaking plasma. Oh man. Um, you're the one who likes Elon Musk, right? Was it you, Shark, or who was it? I was talking to someone.
Space is awesome.
Space is awesome. How about the Tesla rocket?
Yep.
SpaceX?
He launched a
Freaking put a freaking
launched his
Tesla
car.
Roadster up there, dog.
Yeah. There's like a little like astronaut in the driver's seat.
Yeah, I thought there was a real astronaut at first. I was like, wait,
No.
Man, freaking Austin Wood. He was like, dang, I'd love to have that job.
send me to space, dude.
I'm gonna park this thing.
Good luck giving me a speeding ticket up here.
Yeah, let me put the e-brake on.
Man, you know how fast that thing is going? You'd be like,
I mean,
glued to
the
your
reason-
seat.
Supposedly, the reason that they did it was because they needed to test like weight in the cargo bay because they wanted to know like how much weight it would go. So they just
So instead of
they
sticking a
just put
chunk of
bar
metal,
in it.
yeah, because usually they stick like a chunk of metal or something invaluable, but Elon was like, nah, I'll put a Tesla in it. So
Yeah, I mean, if you gotta send weight up into space, like yeah, you could have been just a chunk of metal or something, but like You might as well get some
Promote
interest out of
your
it.
stuff, right?
Yeah,
Might as well make it memorable.
generate some interest. Yep.
Crazy. I believe it was the biggest.
Some extraterrestrial's gonna be balling when he finds himself a new car.
I believe it was the biggest rocket launch in history. Like he has the biggest rocket. Like
Yeah, I
Austin.
think that's what they were saying.
Like Austin's rocket is nothing compared to Elon's rocket. You catch my drift? Shark does not look amused. So Shark, do you like Snapchat? I love Snapchat, but I hate this
No,
fucking
Snapchat
update.
sucks.
Have you seen the new update?
It's just because everyone
No,
blocks you.
I don't use Snapchat anymore.
This messing with you. Don't worry, I get blocked too. I just take pictures of like the floor. Like, wow. Why do you just
Yeah, I guess everybody.
I just send you an S for streaks each day.
Snapchat update got like terrible reviews. I guess.
Heck yeah, man! It looks terrible.
I stopped using it.
It looks terrible, man.
You don't send noodles anymore?
I stopped using it.
Shark's like, I just stopped using it. We don't need to talk about this
You
anymore.
uninstalled it.
Uninstall. Reinstall. Halo's coming up, Austin.
I'm excited to see it. Optic One.
Hey, let's talk about HavoK Halo Night.
What happened to that?
That was a success.
Oh, we
Was
had
Was
it.
it? Was it a success?
Yeah,
I don't like Halo, so I can't really talk. Yeah, I
You
don't know.
should just came just to play. Like, we didn't play anything serious. We play like super fun game types like
Yeah.
Batman. We
To be
played.
fair, I've had a rough week. Not gonna talk about it, but yeah.
I love how like Jonas was like, hey yeah, I'll be at HavoK Halo Night, and then it's just with fucking like
Okay, look,
Fortune and like Chaos and
I was in the party.
you, Jonas.
This whole week, I've been in the party not doing anything. I've just been sitting there
You're
talking
so
to
full
people.
of shit, dude. I've seen you
Alright,
playing.
alright.
I've been playing Black Ops. Yo,
How many people showed up, Austin? List them off.
13 people actually showed up.
List them off.
sheesh.
Zephyr,
Plasma, Miss
me.
Behaven, me, Lucifer, the rest of the Halo team, like Clutch Shot, Zephyr, Pawn. Who else showed up?
Misbehaven's friend was there.
Yeah, Misbehaven's friend.
Frag?
No.
One of her friends was there.
None of the Europeans. It was too late for them. They didn't show up. But we did move HavoK Halo Night to Fridays, so that if any one of those locations was staying up late and doing stuff like that, then most people have off on Saturdays, so they're gonna.
Yeah, unfortunate.
People are gonna start attending. It was fun though. We played a lot.
I
of
heard.
game types. Yeah, it was super fun.
Swap showed up. He was talking about it.
Swap showed up.
Who else
Good.
did show up?
So it was a good turnout. And
Absolutely.
yeah,
A
as Nate
lot of
was
people.
saying, Orlando's coming up. Should be exciting.
Yeah, I'm
Definitely.
what's gonna make or break Orlando LG is if the teams show up. Vitrix got a hold of teams.
4.
Yep. So they will have a team on main stage, which I'm super excited. They picked up a European or Oxygen Supremacy, HavoK ESports, Virtual Storm, or the RP Common, which he's one of my really good friends, and Mr. Pollock, Platinum 5 Studios. They picked up their team as well, so they're definitely going to light up the floor. I'm really excited, and good luck to all those teams because I love each individual team that's going that is part of the Vitrix family now, and really want new team to be on top of Halo Optic because they have been world champs 3 years in a row now in Halo, which is insane. Not many teams, repeat like that in any game. The last time you've seen like a double champ in something, I don't think it's ever been done in COD. If I'm mistaken, I think it's usually someone different every year.
It's been someone different.
Or then it's like I think Envy won it, someone else won it, and then Envy won again, or something like that. Even the League of Legends is the only other game that I can think of that had repeated world champs, which was SKT Telecom. So We'll see how this season goes. The 2Ks have been going good so far.
When's Halo 6?
That hasn't been released still, but I did hear from the insiders from Halo, from the people I know in the community, that it will be released on PC. Now, I don't
Crazy.
know. Yep, I don't know if they're going to make the change from console to PC for
Doesn't
competitive.
seem like it, or they wouldn't have partnered with MLG, right? I don't know.
No, because you got to think Overwatch and Warcraft are MLG, and those are PC games.
Well,
Right.
those are Blizzard,
True.
Dang,
not
that,
Activision.
So
We'll see. I don't know.
it,
Because
it
MLG has always been console. I'm pretty sure.
yes.
right.
Well, I mean, like I said, besides the Blizzard games, yes, for shooters it has been. So always, never. Well, and League of
MLG, I
Legends.
think, has always been console esports
What?
for the most part.
Yeah. I mean, besides League of Legends, Overwatch, and Halo, and League of Legends was in it 3 years ago. Miles been
Yeah, but
in
that's
it.
not MLG.
Yeah, it is. It was.
League?
Boner if that was the
Yeah,
case.
League was wild for the first 2 seasons.
What?
MLG had League of Legends for the first 2 seasons, season 1, season 2. Riot, they did Riot, and then they also did a series for MLG. And then Riot said they grew bigger than MLG, and they said they weren't making any money off MLG, so they parted ways with MLG. It would be weird to see Halo on PC. It would completely change the game style, that would be sure.
Yeah, you'd
I would
have a bunch of
But you
people
would
not like
lose-
that at all.
You would lose the entirety of the community that play competitive, 100%.
You'd have new people. You'd have new people step in.
Even the community that plays casual, you'd lose a lot of them because nobody wants to go and invest $1,000+ for a good PC to run it.
Yep, because it will be how Halo is. They always come out with really good graphics. And I was over at Plasma's house and I seen how Halo 5 runs the Xbox One X, and it
Mhm.
looks 10 times better than it does on the S or the original 360 or Xbox One. So I'm excited. I don't know if it's for sure, but that's just what the guys have told me. Do I think it's gonna be competitive though on PC? Probably not. I wouldn't. Or you could give the guys optional to use controller and mouse and keyboard. I used to play Halo 2 Vista a lot. Computer.
I mean, Call of Duty started on PC, dude,
Yeah.
but it switched over to console. They would if I would assume if it's MLG, they'll keep it on Xbox for Halo competitive,
for sure.
and you'll have to use a controller. You won't have a choice.
I mean, I'm still gonna beat people who use mouse and keyboard.
Like Call of Duty was originally a PC game.
Yeah.
It was like Counter-Strike.
Over there.
When did that start? That was before my time of jumping into COD on Black Ops 1.
Yeah, it was back when I was in like high school.
Gotcha.
They switched over. MLG picked up COD. I believe the first Modern Warfare, and they had no main stage and only 4 designated stations at MLG. So I remember
Sheesh.
going over and watching those guys.
Box TVs.
All right, member news, Nades.
Member news. So Smooth and Coffee Prince with upcoming majors. Austin, I know you know a little bit more about that just because you talked to them a little bit more.
March 16th through the 17th. It's called Final Round. They'll be going to.
Okay. Is that going to be live streamed or?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, most fighting they, regardless of how big the tournament is, even if it's a local fighting tournament, their community, they're probably one of the best I've ever seen and take threshold of a game, because even when Capcom opted out of the fighting game players, they still hosted tournaments. They still did everything they could for the community. So those guys, when it comes to running tournaments and stuff, a lot of the players, they'll come and commentate. So yeah, March 16th through the 18th is when Smooth and I believe Coffee Prince will be going, and possibly another fighting game player will be joining HavoK Fam. No confirmation really from that until he is released from his other order. But I've been in talks with one of the best fighting game players in the world right now, so we'll see how that goes. Probably about 2.5 weeks.
That's good. So a lot of talk in the chat as well as about wanting to get the partnership on on the HavoK channel, on the one you're watching right now. So definitely every single Monday we're gonna be live before and after the podcast, as well as the podcast ranging usually from 7 to about 8 to 8:30 ish. So there's a lot of stuff going on Monday, but not only on Monday. There's a lot of people who are streaming throughout the week. Austin, Shark. I've even done it myself sometimes. If you want to stream on the channel, please reach out to one of us. But whenever you have, spare time, you're just sitting around, you're at your house, you're not doing anything, keep it running in your background. It's gonna help us because if we get the partnership, then that's gonna allow the team to help you out in the future. So help us help you.
Yeah, we
so
want that Twitch team page.
exactly. So help us help you.
You have to have it be playing. Mute it for all I care for all.
Yeah, just mute it in the background. Like if you run it in a tab, just tab it. You don't even have to have it playing. You can hit pause on it. Just have it pulled up. If
No, you'd have to have it be playing to be a computer.
oh, did they change that?
Yes, they changed it.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay. Well, then don't listen to myself. I need to get a helmet apparently. So just keep it running in the background. Mute it, like you said. You won't even know that it's there, and you can watch whatever else you want to. Just having it open allows us to get that one extra viewer. So if we do it full 20 and everyone, rotates, then we're gonna get the 70 in no time. It'll be easy to be able to do that.
If I do the math correctly, if every
And your math got cut out.
1 hour a day.
Good.
If every member had it open for at least 1 hour a day.
1 hour.
1 hour all at the same time. It could be if everyone got together and say, "Hey, we're gonna leave it live this time for an hour." You would have 60 plus viewers, and we would only need 15 other people to come and view the channel at that time. And you need to average, I believe, 75 viewers 3 times a week for a total of 30 days to complete that achievement in the Twitch settings. So, which once you get more viewers on Twitch, the easier it is. People can find you and like, oh look, this team's they're streaming. Let's just head and check in. And normally, people come in the stream, they like what they're seeing. They usually stick around.
Yeah. That's the hardest thing is getting off bottom page. That's what I've noticed. Once you get up in the 15 to 20s, then gradually you start growing. It's just going on an incline. So it's just getting past, the average of 5 to 10 every night. Once you get past that, then you're on your way to success right then and there. So just help us help you, basically, is what we're trying to say. We're not trying to, make you do anything difficult. Definitely. But as well as I know we were talking about PC, we're looking for Fortnite players. Almighty on the PS4 did acquire a team for himself. I believe we have 2 PS4 teams now. I was talking to them. They're going to be running as Black and Blue.
Both teams are super good, by the way.
Yes, they're super good. Difference of opinion. So that's why there's 2 different teams. But both have very good strategies. So Almighty, congrats for getting your new team. We picked them up. Next week we might have a Fortnite player in here. I know someone did reach out to me. I got to see who it was, but they said they play Fortnite. They want to be on the podcast, so hats off to them. Yeah, they've been playing on tournaments. A lot of the tournaments, they're gonna get better as time goes. Obviously, there's no custom games right now, but I think how they're doing them right now is a good way to go ahead and open up things.
Now, how do you do a tournament? How are they going out?
So,
Dude, it's dumb.
It's dumb.
Right.
It really is. But
you basically queue up with a partner, and the objective is to
get more kills.
end the game with the most kills. So essentially, like if your partner goes down, and you know you have more kills than him, you let him die, and then you just kill yourself, and you win that round, and then you just keep advancing.
Now,
So you play and you queue up in another duos together.
So if it's solos, it's duos. Yeah.
In squads, and it's silly. I don't know why they do it that way. So the objective, like you're not even trying to win the game, trying to get more kills than the other person. And like if you have less kills than the other person and he goes down, you like want to revive him, keep the game going. Because like once somebody dies, the game ends. Like I'm pretty sure. So I don't know. It's silly. I can't wait for custom games.
DHM, there's no custom games still.
Right.
So that's the only reason having on
Correct.
locations like that.
Correct,
that
correct,
cheat
correct.
the system much.
All right.
It's been a lot on that. You guys have any more questions? Oh, nated stuff. Talk to Charles. That's gonna be coming out soon, so definitely keep a lookout for that. I'm so excited. So that'll be coming soon. I know. I gotta get one. I want to get like a bunch of people to see who's gonna get one, and then just make a big order for Charles. That way he can do it all at once. Make it easier for everyone as well as Charles. But I think that's gonna wrap it up. Anyone else have any questions? Comments?
Yeah, another thing with Charles, we're gonna do a package. We're gonna get joggers, so there's gonna be a hoodie joggers package. I've been working on getting joggers made because I would like some joggers. Some HavoK joggers would be nice.
That'd be dope.
I've been pushing that actually, so I know I would definitely get myself at least 2 pairs.
You ain't gonna catch Shark dead in some joggers, are you?
I don't wear sweatpants.
Maybe pajama pants. That'd be sweet.
Ooh, get some plaid going. Ooh, Shark be looking
Actually,
good going to
so
bed.
I used to on Fridays. I used to wear pajama pants. I started my first event, and it worked every single event. I always made it out of Friday. Made sure I had my sweatpants to wear on Friday.
Sheesh. Gotta culture you, man.
Yeah, if it was like sweats, I'd be down for. Joggers.
Technically, they're the same material as sweats.
Yeah, they're just cuffed at the bottom.
Yeah, cuffed
just-
yeah.
Shark doesn't like
this.
that.
I don't
It's like
well,
you got
joggers
balloon
in
pants
general
on.
are tighter than just
I want to
regular.
be comfortable in them. I don't want to be like
Like pulling them down.
constricted.
Like a sweater for your legs. Anyways. I'm dumb. Okay, we're gonna end this. We're gonna end this before I say anything else stupid. So, thank you guys so much for coming out. Season 2, episode 5, another successful. We'll be back next Monday, so please come check us out. As always, it's been at HavoK Prophecy, at HavoK Shark. Thank you to HavoK Lucifer as well as coming and joining us today. Guys, if you want to be on the next podcast, please let me know. Please let Shark know. Please let Prophecy know. But more importantly, let me know because I'm the knucklehead with most time on their heads. So please, please, please reach out to me. Like I said, it's been your host, HavoK Nades. Thank y'all so much for watching, and we'll catch y'all next Monday. Thanks.